Now, it was a long weekend for Aucklanders and Northland because it was the Auckland anniversary day. But for those who wasn't, still, a lot of people got away and flew from all over the country to hear and see some great music. I am talking about the summer concert tour, and over the weekend you may have been either in Taupo at the fantastic amphitheatre there, or I've baked in that sweltering hot sun many a time, or you could have gone to Whitianga. I hear the weather was a little bit wet. I had friends at both, and the Whitianga one, I know my girlfriend said it was kind of 4 seasons in one day, but they had such a good time. And that's what you hear with these with the summer concert tour, because some of the, I like to call them legacy acts, not the oldies, legacy acts that come to New Zealand. This time it was Cold Chisel, Icehouse, Bikarunga and Everclear, and it attracted an attendance of over 40,000 music lovers that flocked to one of the three. Of course, Queenstown was the weekend before that. So there are some changes coming up, because the only South Island show has been held at Gibston Valley, which again I've been to, and is, for those that have been, it's just a stunning place. Central Otago Day, you can't beat it, just sitting there perfectly in this big paddock looking at the Crown Range. It too can get hot. But I do believe this was the last year, so then where is it going? Well, let's find out that and some other things. The promoters, of course, are Greenstone Entertainment, and they celebrated 15 years. 15 years this year. Dean Calvert is one of the promoters, and he's with me. G'day, Dean.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, look, long time no talk to, because I believe that you and I, well, we met when I was at another radio station, and we did the 3 gigs together down. We remember that? Remember Huey Lewis on the News Day?
I do recall. Listen, it's been a great 15 years. So many memories, and one of those is doing that tour with you.
Amazing, Dean. But look, it's not about me. Oh, don't let me make it about me. Congratulations on 15 years. So when it first kicked off, it started, am I right, in Queenstown in 2011? Was that the...
Yeah, so the very, very first show, and it was the only one of that year, was at Gibson Valley back in 2011. And we've been through 15 years of some incredible artists, seeing part of our country that they often don't. They often visit the big cities, but we've been able to, entice them to 3 of New Zealand's top holiday locations, most beautiful parts of the country.
And I'm correct in saying, Gibson, now sadly you won't be able to use the venue next year. Can you tell us where you would be going next?
So we've had a wonderful relationship with the people at Gibson Valley and Gibson Valley Winery. The venue has been developed over that time for our concerts, which has been tremendous, and people have loved it. And so, like everything, time moves on and things develop and change, as we've seen past 15 years in the country, and specifically down in the Central Otago region, it's become a very, very popular place to live, and popular place for people to visit over the period. And now it's time for us to look for a location that we can still hold these wonderful shows.
Dean, do you want to stay, obviously for the South Islanders, do you want to stay around that central kind of Otago region? Would you move, I suppose it's wherever you've got big enough land to get thousands of people?
Yeah, listen, our first commitment is to Queenstown and the Lakes districts and the like. I mean, the council there has been tremendous to us. The locals have supported us, both with attendance, but also in helping setting up the show. So our commitment is to stay there, and that's what we're going to be looking for. And we've got a number of people that we're going to be talking to and over the next few weeks to try and secure a good venue replacement.
Dean, what do you think is, what is the, I mean, I've been a few times now when I worked with you at that in when Huey Lewis came, but I've also gone as a participant, and sat in the crowd with all the other thousands and really soaked it up from that side. What do you think is the reason people just? Because I've got friends that literally will book to go to it the next year before they even know who's coming. Is it what is it? Is it the festival vibe? Is it I don't know. What do you think it is?
Well, I think for us, the demographic, the age that we're attracting, and the types of bands that we're bringing in, it makes people relive some of those memories that we had back. When music was a different type of music than what it is today.
When it was music, Dean. When it was music.
When people were in their garage practicing, and as a band would evolve and grow, and things have changed. There's no question, but the classic rock style of music and the classic music that was we've seen over the years is what we attract, and it attracts a certain age group and demographic, which is great for every town that that the show plays in. So they're generally people who are happy to stay for a few days in town and do shopping and support the local economy. And so it's a different demographic that we attract, and I think that's the attractiveness of it.
And I suppose you mentioned it too, Dean, because my friends stayed the weekend in Taupo. My other girlfriend went the day before in Whirianga, so they're buying, they're wining and dining out. They're buying accommodation. I mean, these places must absolutely love this time of year, and thank God for Greenstone Entertainment.
Yeah, totally. And during that time when we couldn't have international visitors here, it was our shows that helped boost that local economy. And it's not just the hospitality people. I know several clothes shops, etc., who it's their biggest day of the year, or their biggest weekend. So it's attracting the right people, who've got a bit of money to spend, and they're coming in from all over the country to these areas. So. Yeah, listen, and I got to say, this last weekend, I think, we'll never see those two bands playing together again. I don't think in New Zealand, we hadn't seen Cold Chisel and Icehouse play together since Sweetwaters, which was some time ago.
Yeah.
This was the only time, and it was just fantastic watching Jimmy and Ivor, afterwards, sitting down and having a chat. I don't think they do that too often in Australia. So it was a pretty special moment, which won't be repeated.